Yo. Okay, guys, so I got a crazy good build for PvP for Season 1 that I'm going to be using on my Demon Hunter for 2s, 3s, pushing some rating, and also for Battlegrounds, just for fun, rated Battlegrounds, anything like that. As you know, Demon Hunters are crazy right now. They're so OP. We're about to get nerfed, actually, on Tuesday. Pretty significant nerf, I think it's going to be. But if you guys haven't checked that out, I'll leave it in the description down below on Wowhead. But it's kind of wild, but I still think we're going to be in a great spot. I think it's going to be a super fun class to play, just if you're trying to have a good time, but also if you're trying to push some rating, get a cool transmog set, anything like that title. But it's just a blast. So anyways, we're going to go through the build right now. With this build specifically, I've been, getting around 8, 10 plus, 11 million, something like that for damage and rated battlegrounds. So it's with actually focusing on the objective, not just goofing off and doing a bunch of damage and shit like that, but actually playing objective. So it's so worth trying this out, and I'm curious to hear what you guys think. So let's go over the basic talents. This is the build. I will leave it down in the description below, but you can kind of get a run through, a look through real quick of what it is. This is gonna be a really quick video too. I just want you guys see the build, tell me what you think, try it out yourself, and feel free to leave me any suggestions down below too. But anyway, so this is the basic build here. The biggest talents here, I think, for me specifically, is Sigil of Misery. This thing's like fantastic. It's basically another stun that we get to use on a 2-minute cooldown. Now, with the way we've talented things, we have Chaos Nova, which is a stun, obviously an AoE stun. We have Imprison, right? So we can off-target them as well. And we'll get in here too, we have Detainment, but we also have Fell Eruption since we've talented it over here, and we have Sigil of Misery. So we literally have, basically 4 stuns, right? So we have tons of control over the battlefield, and basically you can kind of, with this build, you can set up basically kill targets and you just burn them down, and there's really nothing they can do about it. So Sigil of Misery is a big talent right here. Obviously demonic, you just got to run that. Darkness, I did go pitch black here, reduce the cooldown on darkness by 120 seconds. The hunt, and then I went with unnatural malice, increase the damage over time effect of the hunt by 30%. I think it's just worth picking up all the time. Obviously collective anguish, because it's just a really good talent. And I think that's generally it here on this side. There was a couple things that I might play around with. I kind of liked Chaos Fragments. I think it's just worth having. This, man, Infernal Armor is really good too. Immolation Aura increases your armor by 20%, and Chaos and causes melee attackers to suffer 306 Chaos damage. I feel like it could be worth to just get rid of Fellfire Haste with Infernal Armor. It is kind of fun to, just kind of rush in there, and you're blazing through enemies. It's crazy. Battlegrounds, I don't think you really need to, but honestly, you can grab Infernal Armor, the second rank for this. But overall, this is the left side of the tree, definitely worth picking up, trying out. The right side of the tree, okay, so this one's super big. I've seen a lot of different builds lately. This one, though, I've been testing out, done a ton of Battlegrounds, some skirmishes, stuff like that. Definitely what I'm going to be running in Season 1. So obviously we got Fodder to the Flame. Even with the nerf, I still think it's going to be viable. It's just so good. It heals us. We do more damage. It's fantastic. Any means necessary, of course. Soul Rend. This is super important. Throw Glaive causes targets to take an additional 120% of damage dealt as chaos over 6 seconds. If you guys played Demon Hunter during the pre-patch, it was insane, okay? So it's not quite as insane, but it's still really good, especially what we're doing right now. Throw Glaive deals 20% increased damage for each enemy hit. That's really good, right? But this is a big one. Serrated Glaive. Enemies hit by the Throw Glaive take 20% increased damage from I-Beam. So, I-Beam deals guaranteed critical hits. Looks can kill, right? We've got, so right here, and we have Isolated Prey, right? So I-Beam deals 25% increased damage. So there's multiple things we have kind of playing into each other right here. So we have Serrated Glaive, obviously, right? So this increases our damage from I-Beam. Our I-Beam critically hits, guaranteed critically hits. And then we get 25% increase with I-Beam as well. And then you have Soul Rend as well. This is just a fantastic way to run this. What I've been doing is, I've been trying to, since we have so many CCs in control, I usually will try to CC somebody. They'll pop a trinket early. I'll just CC again. I'll throw out Throw Glaive here. I have Soul Rend on the target. They're stunned, and then I hit them with I-Beam. And probably the hunt, and usually I'm one-shotting these people, or they're almost dead. So, and if they pop the trinket early, which most people do, especially in Battlegrounds, which they'll probably do in arenas, especially at low rating, this is just so good to use. Isolated Prey, so worth getting. I would definitely suggest grabbing that. And Netherwalk. Okay, so this is an interesting talent. I've seen people rock it and some people don't. I think it's incredibly useful, especially if you're in lower rating or in battlegrounds, because basically what people like to do is they like to pop all their cooldowns, right? I mean, like, they go crazy, but what you can do to survive, and people don't even pay attention, honestly, is you can either blur right before, or something gets you in its stun, you get a rogue or something like that. You could shrink it out and then go nether walk. Usually they're popping their you know, all their big cooldowns on you, just pumping into as much as they can. If you pop nether walk, you're immune to it for basically 6 seconds. I mean, all damage for 6 seconds. That's OP as heck. And once they're through those big cooldowns, or mostly, you can either kite away to get farther away, or stun, or whatever you need to, or you can go after that. So definitely great thing about this. I have seen some people rock Cycle of Hatred along with this Shattered Destiny. I don't really like it. I also don't like this. I've seen this build over a lot on this left side of the tree, and they go down and take Essence Break. I think it is good, especially in Battlegrounds. I don't think it'll be as good in arenas, but I guess we'll see. I'll probably play around with it too, but right now I'm sticking with this build. I think it is absolutely fantastic. So that kind of goes over the basic talents here. Let's kind of cover the PvP talents. So I'm rocking Chaotic Imprint. Thorglaive now deals damage from a random school of magic and increases the target's damage taken from the school by 10% for 20 seconds. I think it's a pretty good talent just overall, especially since we're playing into a lot of other Thorglaives at the moment. Reverse Magic. I swear to gosh, there are so many Affliction Warlocks in every battleground I've done, or skirmishes at the moment, and I guarantee they'll be in there in 2s and 3s. So reverse magic is just super helpful. Removes all harmful magical effects from yourself and all nearby allies within 10 yards, and sends them back to their original caster if possible. Really good. And I've been using Detainment. Imprison's PvP duration is increased by 1 second, and targets become immune to damage and healing while in prison. That may seem like a negative, but really it's not. We have 4 stuns. I mean, 4 stuns, which is crazy. And prison is one of them. And I mean, if you increase it by another second, there's just so much control, which I really like. Some people are using Cleanse by Flame. I don't love that Rain from Above. I've never liked this talent. I do think it's helpful in some situations, but I don't think it's great. Glimpse, it can be good. I wish it did remove you from, or you basically became immune from other crowd control effects, but it doesn't cover enough for me to be worth grabbing. I might switch this up sometimes. The radius of darkness is decreased by 4 yards and its duration by 2 seconds. I would probably increase this depending on what comp I'm versing in 2s or 3s, or who I have with me, like who I'm playing. So that's pretty good. Taking damage causes you to gain fury based on the damage dealt. That's not bad at all. Reduce the cooldown of your sigils by an additional 25%. I'll probably end up switching this out with something. Possibly a reverse magic. I think is right now we're using Sigil of Misery. Obviously this doesn't matter for we don't have Sigil of Flame, but Sigil of Misery it reduces it by 25%, so it's a 1.5 minute cooldown instead of 2 minutes. That can be really good in quite a few scenarios, especially if you're setting up goes in 2s and 3s. But yeah, so anyways, this is the build, guys. Like I said, I'll leave it in the comments down below so you can import it yourself, try it out. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if there's anything you think I could improve or switch it up. I'm definitely willing to try it. I'm loving my Havoc Demon Hunter. Even if with the nerf on Tuesday, I still think you guys are going to be insane. So this build, this shit is nuts. So you gotta try it out. If you don't like it, let me know down in the comments below. And if you try it, let me know how it went and what you thought about it. Seriously. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the support on the channel lately. We got more Dragonflight content coming out all the time for this game. I freaking love this expansion. Probably favorite expansion in a long time. It's amazing. So thank you guys so much. Hope you have a good one. Peace.